Welcome back to Olympics Daily. Now, 2 weeks ago, when the Games began, there was a cloud of concern over how London would fare. But to many, celebrating a euphoric opening ceremony and a country's record medal haul, that cloud is long gone. But what of the broader picture? Well, with me to discuss where he thinks London 2012 is going to be placed on the league table of global events is the editor of the Financial Times, Lionel Barber. Lionel, thank you for joining us. Have you been enjoying the Games?
I've had an absolutely wonderful time going back to the opening ceremony, where I was very privileged to have a seat there. But I've also been watching some fantastic individual performances, not just Usain Bolt in the 200 metres. I was lucky enough to see him in Beijing, but also some of the British athletic performances last Saturday, those 3 medals gold. It was incredible, even though I was watching it on an iPad.
Now, the country has been euphoric, to say the least. Is this a fleeting moment, do you think, just respite from reality?
It is, unfortunately, just going to be a respite. We are in some difficulty at the moment. There's no demand in the economy, and the authorities are working out what do we do next. Be interesting conference season next month and what the government will do. So I think that we should try to just enjoy what we've accomplished in this fortnight, and then it's back to work.
Now, the economic impact is still to be wholly understood. What do you think the legacy is going to be of these Games?
Well, as a Tottenham Hotspur supporter, I wish the Olympic Stadium had been turned into a football stadium as opposed to an athletic stadium, but Lord Coe thinks differently. More seriously, it's obviously a question of urban regeneration, that area in East London. Can it come back? Are you going to get residential accommodation, people coming in? And then lastly, just London as a financial centre, London as a tourist attraction, and I would say 10 out of 10. The volunteers, thousands of people from all sorts of walks of life have done a great job in presenting a friendly face of Britain and London to the world.
And more broadly, and talking of the world, what about the international response to the London 2012 Games?
Well, I think it's been very positive. People have seen that London can actually stage an event. Slightly quirky mayor that we have, Boris Johnson, here, but even he's performed. And in general, people, I think, have really enjoyed it. And by the way, that's a reason that most of the countries, 196 countries, I think, have taken up their ticket allocation, which is more than, by the way, happened in Beijing.
And Lionel, I'm going to push you for a tip of the day.
Anthony Joshua, British heavyweight in boxing. He may not be Lennox Lewis, but he's someone to watch.
Excellent. And today's photo finish is another great picture from our photographer Charlie Bibby. This is the BMX riding yesterday. I think there was a huge number of crashes and not very many races.
Well, this is definitely the picture on the way up as opposed to on the way down. It was a hell of a crash yesterday. I'm a cyclist. That's not what I'd be doing.
Lionel, thank you very much. We'll be back tomorrow, of course. I'll be talking to Eduardo Paez, who's the mayor of Rio, and getting a sense of what he's hoping to achieve at Rio in 2016.